so today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute little no-sew bunny pillows. They can be little pillows because they are on the smaller side, but just to tuck anywhere, perfect for spring and Easter. Such cute little gifties as well. So what you're going to need is the template that I created. You can download this on my blog, mothertime.com. Once you get the template, it is in 2 pages. You're just going to tape the back with painter's tape. Just get the edges close together. You can do it on this side too. You can print this on either cardstock or just regular paper. I included some instructions here so you don't forget as well, because you want to make sure when you print this that you adjust your print settings to actual size. So, and then on some printers, it does not print like the ends. So you can just take a Sharpie or a marker or a pencil and just connect the 2 edges right there if you need to. So once you get the template printed, just cut it out. And now you are ready to take that template and put it on fabric. So what I have here is another buffalo check fabric here that I'm gonna cut out. I've already traced it. Now to save a step, I like to use both pieces of fabric together, so when I cut it, I get accurate. You don't have to. You can cut them up one at a time. You do you, whatever works best. I also then pin it before I cut it so it doesn't shift at all. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead really quick and cut my bunny out here, and then we are ready to flip them over. I will pin them up again, and then they'll be ready to be hot glued and ready to go. So I'm gonna get cutting right now. All right, so I have cut my bunny out. I do suggest investing in some good scissors. I love my Gingher scissors. They're great for cutting, and just go slow and steady, especially if you are cutting both pieces together. And make sure when you get into those edges, you really kind of get in as well too, so you create those little divots where needed. So now I'm going to take my pins out, and I'm going to turn my fabric over so the right side is out. So if you do a lot of sewing or quilting like I do, I love this little gadget for my pins. It just makes it so then they always are magnetic and they just stick. So now I'm going to flip my fabric around and put the outsides together like so, and they will match up. So just take that minute and match them up like 2 pieces on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or whatever. And now I'm going to pin it again. So you can easily start like this and then just trace around, and that will save you a step from pinning. And I kind of like to go around the edges when I pin, and then I will take the pins out. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin around the edges. Okay, so he's all pinned up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue gun. I'm going to start on the top and do just little ribbons all around. And I'm just going to keep a pocket open here so I can stuff him when he is done. So I'm just going to get my hot glue fired up and start applying the hot glue ribbons all the way around. Okay, so I have them all hot glued together. and I have a little pocket here that I can stuff. So once the hot glue is kind of set for a minute, I will go ahead and start stuffing him. I will start at the very top and then work my way down and also around the edges. So I'm gonna go top around the edges and then kind of work in. And then once I get to the end, I will just seal it up. One thing to note too is when you are going around, just make sure that you could use like a little stick, a little chopstick, just to kind of push it up. I have some filling here that also works really great too. And I'm not too concerned if I do find little holes that pop out, because I'll just go back in after I see the little hole and I'll just reseal it up afterwards. So I'm just gonna take, one other thing I like to do is I kind of like to take my stuffing, and instead of just throwing a ton of it in there, I kind of just break it up and then I push it in slowly. Okay, so once I think he's all good and fluffed to my desire, I'm gonna go ahead and just seal him up right there with some more hot glue. Okay, and once he is sealed up, I'll just go around. I did notice I had a little hole right here. So I'll just add a little dollop of hot glue and seal that up. All right, and then just to make sure that there's no other little holes popping out, and I'll just fix them up. And if you get anything like that, you can just trim that off with some scissors after it's dry. If you have any extra little fuzzies hanging out, you can just trim that up as well. So now it is time, once Mr. Bunny is ready to hop off to the carrot field, you can add a bow like I did on these, and a bunny tail. And I found what worked best is I was going to make these little, I made these little pom-poms just with some yarn. They're so easy to make. And I was gonna do that. You just wrap yarn around and then tie it up and then just trim it. But I like the fuzzy little tail. You could use pom-poms from the craft store. I'm just using a cotton ball. So I'm gonna add a fuzzy little tail with some hot glue down there. And then I made a bow already to match his pail right here. So I will just hot glue that right on here. So I just take a little hot glue on the bottom and find a cute little spot for the bow. And then just press it on for a minute. And Mr. Bunny now has a few more friends to hang out with for Easter. So you can get the template to create this bunny yourself on the blog mothertime.com, and I'll include a link right here for you to get that as well. And you can just have fun making these little bunnies yourself. They're so easy. You saw how quickly I was able to make those. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.